everybody, welcome again to my channel. Today what I'm sharing is about on how to authenticate a Louis Vuitton Cabas piano bag. So I have here my Cabas piano bag. This is the mezzo size. This is the medium actually. This is just as big as the Never Full bag. Okay, with the popularity of designer bags at an all-time high, more counterfeit bags are hitting the streets and online auctions nowadays. And don't be fooled into purchasing a Louis Vuitton bag that claims to be the real thing when in fact it is not. It can be very difficult at times, especially if you are just new or first timer to see or to buy a Louis Vuitton. It's just very hard to tell a fake from an authentic, but there are several ways to identify the difference between a genuine and a fake handbag. That's why I try to put all together the most important things, which it seems to be the most important thing in checking an authentic and a fake one. When authenticating Louis Vuitton bag, there are many details to study. These are the leather, the stitch, the trim, the inside lining, the hardware details, the zipper pulls and everything, the monogram pattern, alignment, etc., etc. There are a lot of things to be checked. Unless you're really familiar with LV, it is just too much. So let's look at some of the most important authentication features that apply to all Louis Vuitton bags, no matter is the design, whether it is never full, speedy, this Cabas piano and everything. This will apply to any Louis Vuitton bags. This is the general actually, most general important authentication features that apply. Let's start with the stamp. Whenever you see Louis Vuitton spelled out, you can check to see that the O is round, not oval shape. It should be very round. It's just like a very perfect circle. Many fake versions will use oval shape for the O instead of round ones. So take note of that. And another mistake that fakes often make is that the letter L immediately before the O. This L is positioned very close to the O and does not fully extend on the bottom. Look at this one. Look at the stamp of this one. It's a perfect O, and look at the L. The horizontal line that makes the L is short, and the name Louis Vuitton is almost always spelled out in all capital letters. When it is not, it is done in a distinctive script. Zecraft gives examples of this script, which is very difficult to replicate. And the Louis Vuitton stamp is very important for the authentication, and oftentimes it can easily allow you to determine that a bag is fake. So always have a very close look on the stamp. Second is the hardware. In general, most fake Louis Vuitton bags will have a very poor quality hardware. In fact, some are colored plastic. So observing how clean and precise the imprinting is on hardware will also be a giveaway for many fakes. Notice how clean and crisp the lettering of this one. is the date code. All Louis Vuitton handbags made after the early 1980s are stamped with a manufacturer code, which includes 2 letters for the location where it was made, and 4 numbers to indicate when it was made. So look at this. These are the letters. It's AR. So for instance, the fake date code is FC 2020. FC means that the bag came from USA. If the stamping on the Louis Vuitton bag states made in France or Spain, then you know that this bag is a counterfeit already. The country signified on the date code must be the same country specified on the made in stamping. So look at that carefully also. Fourth is the stitching. Examine the handles, the stitching carefully. All Louis Vuitton bags have precise stitching. Always remember that. That is robust and will not show any slack or loose threads. They are equal and symmetrical always. The handles of its bag are seamed together with a special glue that bonds the leather. You will not see any sloppy and loose stitching. If you do, this is also indicator that the bag in question is not real. Fifth is the monogram placement. For this Cabas piano, it's not a continuous leather, unlike the Speedy and the Never Full. As you can see, it's not continuous. There is a brown on both ends to stand. That's the purpose of it. And look at this one. The monogram placement is done carefully and consistent on pieces. It will not be crooked or cut off. It will look the same on its style of bag. The leather is one solid piece actually, but it's not for Cabas piano. It's not continuous from to the front from the back. And you will never see a seam in the middle of a bag actually. So I guess these are just the most important things to be checked. These tips give you a general overview of authenticating Louis Vuitton handbags, but it won't always be enough to authenticate all Louis Vuitton. Just be wary when shopping online. If the price seems like it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Always try to do a little research on the market value of the bag you're after. Always or you may ask some of your friends or do a lot of readings before buying, because nobody wants to splurge an amount just to buy a fake one. So again, that's all again for today. Thank you for watching.